In this quick video tutorial, I'm going to show you 3 strategies that I use to absolutely maximize my usage of ChatGPT and other language models, and they're going to make you a lot more effective and efficient at using these incredible tools. 2 of these strategies are only for ChatGPT, and the last one you can use across any language model, whether that's ChatGPT, Claude, anything from Google or Meta. And if you don't know me, my name's Nico. I run an AI-powered SEO agency. I also run an online community called the AI Ranking and Automation Hub, where we teach people and support people in learning how to rank their websites #1 on Google and how to make AI-powered automations. It's a lot of fun. If you want to check that out, I'll leave the resources to that in the descriptions below. But we'll get started right away with tip number 1, and that's using the functionality for custom GPTs. So because custom GPTs are available to everyone, even the free version, as you can see here, it says upgrade to plan. So it means that I'm using the free version of ChatGPT. Hopefully you've been using custom GPTs to help you do your work. And you can actually call different GPTs, custom GPTs that is, into the one conversation. Let me show you how that works. Let me show you how you can do this later on as well. So for example, let's say I'm doing some research on a particular website, as I often do, and I'll say, go on this website and tell me all about this business. I'll leave the link there, and hopefully ChatGPT is going to search the web, go onto that site, and tell me all about it. Perfect, not too bad. But now let's say I need to start creating an SEO strategy for this business. Well, I use my own little secret GPT, which is Solon the SEO Sage. This is a custom GPT that is a quote unquote SEO expert, and he's great at starting me off and creating my SEO strategy. So I would call him into the chat by pressing the @ symbol, and when I do that, you can see my custom GPTs there. I'm gonna call in Solon to this conversation and go, hey, can you help me build an SEO strategy for this website? And Solon the Sage will start doing its thing. Now, obviously I need to build this out a lot more, but because that custom GPT is set with a couple of boundaries, it kind of knows what it should be doing, only focusing on SEO. And it's a really great start and kind of shaves off a lot of time to the work that I need to do for my SEO agency. Perfect. So now I've got a little start there. Let's say that I want to do some more detailed keyword research, or start the keyword research for this, or keyword plan really. I've got another custom GPT that you might have seen when I called the functionality, and that's the keyword expert here. I'm going to call him here and go, great, what keywords should I rank the website for? Then this custom GPT is one that just has parameters that turn it again into a quote unquote keyword research expert. And this is just to shave off a lot of time. And you can see here that it's done primary keywords, secondary keywords, and then long tail keywords. Now, of course, then I would have to then reference these keywords in another tool like Ahrefs or another SEO tool, just to make sure that these keywords are related. But again, it shaves off a lot of time. Now, for you to be able to call these GPTs into the one conversation, you need to use them frequently, or you need to have them pinned. And I'll show you how to do that. If you go to Explore GPTs on your free GPT account, if you don't see that option on the left-hand side, you need to go to this link. That's gpt.com/GPTs. I'll leave it linked in the description below in case you don't see it. Let's say I want to start using a GPT often within my workflow, and that's the AI Human Analyzer. Start the chat here for him for the first time, and I want to go and click down on the AI Humanizer, or the name of that chat, and want to keep in the sidebar. That's all I really need to do. That brings my GPT here. So I can go now to the original conversation even, and when I press @ I'll be able to see him in the conversation and bring him in there again. A really, really special strategy, especially if you've built your own custom GPTs, let's say on your company information, company knowledge, or your company tone of voice rewriter. It can be extremely helpful if you want to know how to make a custom GPT for your business. I'll leave a link to a video that I've done on that in the descriptions below. We'll move on to the second tip and trick, and that is creating micro prompts within the custom instructions. What do I mean by this? Well, see, ChatGPT has a little section, if you click on the profile and go to Customize GPT, where you can define how you want ChatGPT to respond. And the really smart thing to do here is to put a special prompt to do micro actions for things that you often do. I've got a pre-populated prompt here, which you can get access to in the description below. If we have a quick read here, we understand what this is going to do for us. So when I begin my prompt with the following letters, please do the following instructions. instructions. S means the response should be one sentence, so straight to the point. L, the response should be long and detailed with headers, subheaders. 3, give me 3 options of the output. If you need to summarize something all the time, you can do that. For example, I often need to create a meta description. So when I click meta, when I type meta, it knows that it needs to create a meta description all the time. Let's see this in action. Copy that prompt, which I'll leave a copy of that in the description below. Go to your account, go to customize my GPT, and not in the first box, but in the second box that says, how would you like your ChatGPT to respond? You're going to paste that prompt and make sure you amend it to do the micro prompts or the micro actions that you often do. I'm going to save it, give it a little while. And now I'm going to show you the difference here. So I'm going to go S for the short response, and I'm going to go tell me where I should go in France, for example. Now, because I've pressed S in the beginning of this, it should understand that it should be succinct and one easy thing. Perfect. That's pretty simple. Let's use the exact same prompt, but instead add an L in the beginning, which tells the GPT to make the response a lot longer and detailed. So you can see here, I've done the exact same prompt, but I've done an L in the beginning, and now it's giving me a much more detailed response with headers and everything, which is exactly what we instructed to do in the custom instructions. This is really good if you're often getting it to rewrite your content in a particular tone of voice. Is really, really good. Let's do one last test, and that's to create a meta description. So if I click meta and hit enter, it should create a very optimized meta description for me. And there it is, right? Even with the type meta description. A really, really cool strategy I use all the time. I hope you use it as well. We'll move on to strategy number 3. And that is installing this little plugin that's going to help you quite a bit. The plugin is called the Prompt Saver. And yes, we created that, but it's absolutely free. And what it does though, it allows you to save your prompts in your browser as a Chrome extension. So when I press that Chrome extension, you see here that I've got a section to enter a prompt name and then enter the prompt here. And then I can name the prompt, I can copy it right to my clipboard again. And if I don't use it, I can delete it. Why is this good? Well, I don't know about you, but now that Claude is incredible and I often use Perplexity and all these other language models, I'm still using the same or a similar prompt, and I want to have those readily available instead of having to write them out. With this little tool, you can have them all saved in your browser. For example, I use this prompt a lot with Perplexity and with other search tools, which is my website research tool, and this is how long it is. You can see it here. In the meta description generator, that's how long it is, right? For example, if I want to use my prompt in Perplexity, which if you haven't used, I highly recommend it as an incredible search tool, and I go to my prompt and I go to website research and I copy this here and I put the website URL that I wanted to research in, I can go right away and it'll start doing the research for me. So I've saved a couple of minutes there instead of having to type it out because I often need to do that. I'll leave a link to this in the description below. If you download it, make sure to give it a little review. I'd love that. But let me show you how it works. So once you download it, all you need to do, if you want to put another prompt in there, we'll create the website research prompt again, but just the version 2. Save the prompt there and go save prompt. I'm going to do version 2 just so I don't get confused, and go save prompt. And now you can see that it's available here for me. If I click copy, it's going to be copied to my clipboard. Now you can have all of your favorite prompts readily available throughout any of the language models that you use, as long as you're using Chrome or that browser to it. And that, my friends, is it. I hope you enjoyed those 3 strategies to help you get the most out of ChatGPT and all of these other language models. If you want to learn more about how to use AI to rank your website #1 and how to make AI-powered automations and how to make the best of these tools, I encourage you to take a look at our online community. I'll leave a link to this in the description below. But if you don't want to be a part of that, that's absolutely fine. Just give me a like and a subscribe, and I'll keep publishing videos like this that will help you maximize the use out of these incredible artificial intelligence tools.